What is up guys, JGP Cardistry here. Today I have something very special for y'all. I am going to not review, but I'm going to go over of what I got at Cardistry Con. As you can see, I am wearing my Cardistry Con 2022 t-shirt. Pretty sick. Shout out to Dan and Dave. Shout out to Dave for being at the booth when I bought it. It was a Cardistry Con booth. They had decks, they had all types of things, all Cardistry Con related. And but yeah, let's get right into, I guess, this haul of what I got at Cardistry Con. Me and my girlfriend did attend, and as y'all saw in my last video that I did post, not my last one but my second to last, I did the whole entire Cardistry Con vlog. So if y'all didn't check it out guys. The whole vlog is sick. It is about, I think, 2 hours long. I try to fit everything that I experienced at Cardistry Con into a one video thing. It was, I think I had maybe 4 hours of footage and I minimized it by editing it. Go check it out guys. You know, I just experienced the whole thing. It was so fun. I love watching it over and over just so I can feel like I'm there again. But shout out to everyone that was there. Shout out to everyone that either swapped me decks, sold me decks, and of course, you know, that I sold decks too. Shout out to y'all know who y'all are. I'm just very happy that I had the opportunity to actually, you know, go to Cardistry Con. It was just so surreal. It was such an eye-opening experience, and it just made me fall in love with cardistry all over again. You know, I felt like a little kid in a candy store. But yeah guys, let's get right into this haul video. Hopefully y'all guys enjoy. Peace. Alright, so we are gonna start from, I'll start from my left, y'all's right, and I'll go to the right or to the left, one of the two. But yeah, I'll start from my left and I'll go right. So I am gonna start from the front row and I'll work my way back. So first off, they did release the Garden Edition Smoke and Mirrors. So I did get one signed by Dan and Dave. You know, I had to. This one is sealed. It will remain sealed and will be in my collection. I don't think I'll ever get rid of this one, honestly. Anything you see signed, I promise I won't. I probably, most likely, I'm saying like a 95% chance I won't never get rid of. So, but yeah, these are Smoke and Mirrors Garden Edition with dealer script. So these were awesome. When they announced these and they showed the trailer, oh my gosh, my heart dropped. Y'all know me, I love Smoke and Mirrors. I love Dan and Dave. Everything about Dan and Dave I love, you know, their DVDs, everything. I will get to, you know, a little surprise that I do have for y'all. But yeah, so I did get this one signed. I did buy, I would say 6 of these. I was gonna get a brick, but I think the brick was like 180. I should have, honestly. I kind of regret not getting it. But anyways, let's move on. This is the Anyone Smoke, or Anyone, yeah, the Smoke and Mirrors Anyone. These are the reprint 2021s. I don't have any of these. I do love the checkered back. I do need maybe I think the red and the blue. But these, you know, I love green. Green is my birth color, so you know I had to get 2. I did buy 3, but I did swap with my buddy Ed. Shout out to Ed. I did swap this one in particular for a V9 purple that I will get to in a little bit. So that is the Anyone Dan and Dave checkered. You can see, very, very beautiful. Next one is the Anyone blue. I think this is the box logo, blue box logo. I did get this one signed by Tobias. Shout out to Tobias. So this one will stay in my collection. I do love the box logo. The box logo is sick. However, I do like the pink one, like the pink and purplish one. I kind of slept on that one, but I will probably try to get one from the reseller on eBay or whatever. But yeah, so that is the Anyone. These are the Smoke. I will put them away as I go. That way I won't take up too much room here. So I'll put them all on my bed. So okay, got that. And the next one is the Anyone Runaway World. So these are pretty sick. Honestly, I love the backs of these. They are pretty trippy, the court cards and everything. They did trip me out. I would do a review on each of these decks that you see. It's hard to buy cards online, you know, but then when you see them in person, it's just like a whole different story. For example, these right here that I will get to in a little bit, but I might as well just show them to y'all. The dealer's grip Smoke and Mirrors. These, I mean, are beautiful in person. I always saw the pictures online about them. I really wasn't really into them because I just didn't think they were gonna be that nice. I mean, the core cards, the back of the cards, and of course the smokes are just so beautiful. That cloudiness, I mean, it just gives me like a heaven type vibe. Honestly, I haven't opened the mirrors. These are sealed. I did buy another mirrors because they didn't have the smoke online, so I did double up on one of these. So I will try to double up on the smoke, but like I said, I am going to do a review on those. Next up, I'll do these right here. These were at XDeck's booth, so I did buy these from XDeck's. So they do have, this is a set. It is 70 out of 150. This one right here. This one is a gilded version, so this one is pretty rare. They only made 150 of them. I am going to do a review on these. So yeah, guys, these are really, really sick. Honestly, I don't even know what they look like, so that'll be a surprise for me and you. The next ones that I do want to say I love, and I fell in love with this brand at Cardistry Con. The guys are just so nice. I did, however, get a missings, so one missing. Oh, I did get a set of the missings, and then I did have, I bought two sets actually, but I traded the white version for something really nice right here. Actually, I did trade it for a vintage tally, a blue seal tally. I mean, I haven't had a blue seal tally in ages, probably like 10-12 years, so I did went ahead and pulled the trigger on that. To me, I love tallies, and I can't, you know, I just love vintage decks in terms of Cincinnati, Ohio's, so I couldn't say no. But yeah, for sure, the missings, beautiful, beautiful deck. These are so sick. Honestly, I recommend these to anyone that loves artist decks. Honestly, I just want to show them to y'all real quick. That way I know what I'm talking about. Look at that. That is beautiful. And then the court cards are like, oh. They remind me of the, I got some new ones from TCC called Ugly Ducklings, and they just remind me of this colorway. So beautiful. Like, just the colors remind me of like watercolor type design. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. So yeah, I had to get two sets, but like I said, I did trade one for the blue seal tally. So the next one that I will talk about is the, right here, the Rise playing cards. So these are the Rise playing cards. Shout out to Rise Magic. You know, I have watched their YouTube videos. They're kind of like the ones that got me back into cardistry in a way. I did run into one of their YouTube videos, and you know, I noticed that they actually had these decks made, and I saw the whole process on how they got it made. And of course, I did see the Intricate deck, so they did kind of introduce me to Intricates. By the way, shout out to Intricates. I did meet him at Cardistry Con. Very talented guy. I do want to get a deck cut soon. I haven't really figured out what deck. I do have one in mind, but I really want to have more decks of those before I actually do get it cut. So, but yeah, shout out to Rise Magic. I haven't really seen these in person. When I did see them, I don't know, I just love how they just have design all over the box. So I really, really love that. Shout out to Rise Magic. The next one that I do, oh, and by the way, besides Rise Magic, shout out to SoCal Playing Cards for hooking it up. They had an amazing deal. I think they had 20% off the whole time they were there for the 3 days that we were there at Cardistry Con. But they did have like a 30% off sale like towards the end. I did pick up some really dope decks. I will show you further into it. But yeah, shout out to SoCal Playing Cards. I'm just grateful to be at Cardistry Con and for me to meet Henry and the Cortezes. I mean, I was just so happy. But yeah, shout out to SoCal Playing Cards for most of these decks. The next ones that I do want to talk about is the Fontaines. So as y'all know, in my channel, I really never elaborated on Fontaines, and because I really never grew up around Fontaines, I always grew up around Dan and Dave. That was like my first encounter with cardistry. In terms of playing cards, smoke and mirrors were the ones that I was mostly more familiar with. I would have to say smoke and mirrors were my holy grail in playing cards. I could never get my hands on them. The reason being is because they were so hyped up back then. They would sell out in literally like 5 minutes, 4 minutes. It was crazy. But now that I do have the opportunity to purchase smoke and mirrors, I never really, you know, got into Fontaines. And one thing that I do want to say is Fontaines, I love their whole idea, their whole aspects in terms of releases. I mean, I just love the fact that they have mystery decks. I really wasn't really familiar with that whole you know, concept. But when I got to Cardistry Con and I saw like the way they were releasing the playing cards and how they came in bricks, but you didn't know what you were gonna get, and at the same time they were just, you know, it was just like a cool thing. It was kind of like I don't know, I can't really explain it. It kind of reminded me like those days when you collected Yu-Gi-Oh, or just things like that, when you would open a pack and you really didn't know what you were gonna get, and it was just like a random type thing. So this is really like a new era, a new type of, like, it's just like a whole different generation of cardists, of cardistry. Back to the cards, I did, of course, we all got 2 of the Fontaine Nickelodeon decks. These are honestly pretty sweet. I haven't opened the Ren and Stimpy, but I did open the Hey Arnold. I love the waffle back. I guess you can call it a waffle back, but I love this deck. In terms of handling, I never handled a Fontaine deck, and it's just such a new type of stock. It's a new type of feel for me, and right off the box, they're actually really nice. Of course, I did pick up the Pink Panthers as well. Shout out to SoCal Playing Cards for an amazing deal on these. I think they were like 26 or 23. I think he gave it to me for like 18, 17, something like that. But yeah, these are very beautiful. I love the pink design, and of course the little Pink Panther on leaning on the F. But this is such a beautiful deck, and I love pink, honestly. But yeah, guys, Fontaine honestly is just, it's a whole new era, and to see all these people collect Fontaines like how I collect smoke and mirrors, it just shows how much impact Fontaine and Zach has done in the community. So I just wanted to really elaborate on that, because, you know, I mean, I guess you could say I'm a new old generation cardist. So for me to see this new generation so excited and so involved in cardistry is just, it's a really good feeling. So, but yeah, guys, Fontaine, these are really awesome. Got the Pink Panthers, Hey Arnold, Ren Stimpy. They did release those. There is so many releases that are about to come out. I know y'all heard of the foils. The foils, I think I'm honestly going to buy in those. I heard there is a pink foil, so I don't know, there is a lot of rumors, but I know there's like 6 different colorways. Zach actually announced it a few days ago. So, but yeah, guys, y'all just stay tuned, man. Fontaine they're gonna take over they took over the game, but it's just gonna get more better. So moving on, so we are gonna go to the Fulton edition. By the way, shout out to Brad Fulton. I did meet him at Cardistry Con. Very nice guy. He was so sweet to me and my girlfriend. Actually my girlfriend found this beautiful Chinatown Fultons, and this one's really old. I guess this is the first edition Chinatown. It was funny because she actually found a whole entire lot of playing cards at the garage sale. I think she got it for like 50 cents or a quarter or something like that, and it came with like some airline playing cards, some casino playing cards, just like little decks here and there. And she showed me this one and she goes, "What's this?" And I was like, "Oh wow, that's actually a Fulton's. That's a really good deck, and it says Dan and Dave and everything." I was like, "Wow, that's actually pretty awesome that you found it." And I even told her, I was like, "You know, we're gonna meet him at Cardistry Con," and it was crazy. I took it and he actually signed it. But yeah, shout out to Brad Fulton, man. Very nice guy. Got the Chinatown signed, and then of course I did buy the new Ace Fultons. That I do have a pink version, but I didn't even take it out. Like, I forgot I took it with me, but I didn't even get it signed by him, and which is crazy because it was the same era as this one. So it was around the same time they were released. So you got the Crushed Ivory, of course, the black one. Then you got the orange Cambric 37, and then you got the brown Cambric 37 with the orange, and the beautiful seal. Kind of reminds me of the old school Jerry's Nuggets with the perforated little line right there. So you got that. Very beautiful decks. The handle on these is amazing. I will open it, that way y'all can see what y'all are going to buy. These actually already released, so I know y'all have seen these on his Instagram. But these are just so beautiful. I love this thick border with the little, I don't know, I guess little circles, half circles right there at the corners. Beautiful orange. It reminds me of like a Longhorn color type colorway. Very beautiful. They were pre-released, so they weren't even released yet when we got them. Like I said, they did just release. So this is the gold Smoke and Mirror V8s that I did pick up on. I said might as well, you know, I love Smoke and Mirrors, and I think they were 15. So then plus a 30% off. I mean, I got them for nearly $10. So I did buy these 3 from SoCal. I was very happy when I saw these. The fact or the reason I was so excited is because he actually had these in the back, or actually behind him. I just kept eyeing them and I was like, are those V6s and V5? And I asked him, like, I stared at them and I was like, ooh, I was like, what are those? He's like, I was like, how much are those? He goes, oh, they're not on the computer yet, I'm not gonna put them out yet. I was like, oh, okay, that's fine, you know, just I'll just come back. He's like, all right, cool. So I kept going around, you know, meeting people, talking to people, and of course I came back and they were still behind him. And then he tells me, hey, I'm not gonna sell these after all. The reason being is because every single one has a dent on them, and I really don't want to sell them. I was like, can I check them out? And he let me see them, and I was like, I mean, if you're willing to sell them to me, I will buy them for sure. I will buy all 4 of them. He's like, really? He's like, yeah, of course. And sure enough, you know, he did sell them to me. I was very, very excited. This is actually my first V5, and these are my first V6s. Trying to find these online is very, very hard. I think each one of these goes for like $50 to $100. So is the denim. The denim is just very hard to find. I think these are one of like the first different colorways besides the V4. Of course, I really wanted to have a V5, of course V6s, and the V6s are so nice. And it was so funny because I actually opened one and they were like brick. It was like a brick. It was like stiff, like it was so stuck together because they're so old. But yeah, these are so awesome. And by the way, I did get my V5 and my V6 signed. You can see that right there. Very, very sick. I was just so excited to think that I was gonna find V5s and V6s. I had told my girlfriend, I was like, you know what, the main thing I'm looking for at Cardistry Con is smoke and mirrors, anything Dan and Dave related, vintage of course, any Ohio decks. So those were like my main things, and getting these, you know, it just made my whole trip, honestly. So yeah, I got the V5, V6s. The next one that I freaked out when they did it, as you can see, I mean, I know y'all saw in the video, I was screaming, everyone was screaming honestly, because these were unreleased smoke and mirrors. I did pick up, I picked up one more. I did trade one of the checkered back green anyone deck for one of these purple ones. So this one, yeah, this one's sealed. But yeah, shout out to Eddie, he hooked me up with these. I did meet him at Cardistry Con. I just love the purple ones. The purple ones are just so beautiful. And they did come back with like the back of the V6s. So I will show y'all real quick. You can see that right there. The only thing different is that it doesn't have that little circle in the back, but everything else is exactly the same. So I thought that was pretty sick how they brought that design back. So we got the purple, got the gold, and the pink V9. So these are just completing my collection. Honestly, I do want to collect every single smoke and mirror. And then speaking of smoke and mirror again, these are my V7s that I currently already own. These I did get signed, so that was my goal. So I took these and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get every single one of these signed, and I'm gonna put in a nice little case, and I am gonna have them forever. So got these signed, very dope. Shout out to Dan and Dave Buck, man, these guys are so freaking awesome. Next one up is the vintage bicycle vintage series. These, however, I did get. These are the Thistleback. I got these at the deck swap, so I don't know if y'all are familiar with what they did at Cardistry Con, but I did get the deck swap towards the end of my video. I did, however, pick up these. The reason why I got them so cheap, I think I paid $15 for these, but they have a really big dent right here. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's a really big dent, like the size of my thumb. So most likely the card in there is dented, but it's, I mean, a couple of riffles will take it away, but I said, hey, why not? Honestly, this was honestly the only good thing they had. The rest people, I mean, they just had the decks that were released at Cardistry Con, and then they had Fontaines, of course. I mean, I was just looking for vintage stuff, honestly. I was trying to see if I could snag a few of these or some Blue Seal tallies, Blue Seal bikes or something, you know. But I got this, I was pretty happy. 15 bucks, not too bad. So I got that. The next one that I want to show you before I move on to these, actually, I am going to show you this last Dan and Dave related deck. Yeah, it's the last one. So this is actually a cut deck by Cut My Deck. This dude is very talented. He is very dope. I mean, this thing is beautiful. I did buy this off X Deck, so shout out to X Decks. I did get this off of them. I did pay $100 for it. I mean, to me, it was worth every penny. And I did get it signed by Brad Fulton and of course Dan and Dave Buck. So I thought it was pretty sick, and they did give me this beautiful crystal case, or the carrot case. It does pop out like this. It is a magnet, So as you can see, it comes off right there. I know it kind of defeats the purpose of it getting signed because only the case is signed. But honestly, I think it looks beautiful. It's just a very, very dope display piece, and of course, it's all the smoke and mirrors you can imagine all in one deck. So I think it's very, very, very interesting, very intricate. I am going to do a little close up on this, that way y'all can actually see it. So let's get right into that, guys. So as you can see that right there, sorry about the glare, guys. I'm going to take this off, that way y'all can see. Well, I'll just show y'all first and then I'll take it off. So I mean, just like, oh my god, it just looks so beautiful in this case. So you got Brad Fulton right there, it says X-Dex, and you got the Dan and Dave right there. So pretty sweet. They did give it to me, by the way, the case. They gave it to me for free because I did purchase the deck. So as you can see, I will flip it from the back, that way I can see. And I'm going to zoom in more. There you go, now you can see all the cutness of it. All nice and cut, and you see the front. Look at that beautiful thing. I will take the cover off, that way y'all can see. Look at that. That's beautiful, beautiful. There you go. Honestly, shout out to X-Dex. Very beautiful deck, guys. I really appreciate it. Very, very nice. And yeah, guys, this is the Smoke and Mirrors cut deck by Cut My Deck. So that was the Smoke and Mirrors. Moving on, this is the Cardistry Con deck. So this is one of the ones that they had. So this one was the one they sold at the Cardistry Con booth. As you can see right there, it's got the little guy with the little, I really don't know what it is. It's kind of like a little gremlin looking type guy with like 2 baskets and stuff, and then the back design, and you got 2022 Cardistry Con right there, and yeah, I will show you. I did, however, get these signed by people that I did meet. These are pretty nice though. I mean, they feel pretty good, but like I said, I did get them signed by people that I met. The design is pretty sick. I love the back. It's like a splatter or something. You can see that right there, nice and yellow. Pretty fun deck. And yeah, that's the Cardistry Con 2022 deck, as you can see. The next one, I did receive a few of these actually from my friend Steve. Shout out to Steve. He is a very nice guy. I did meet him at Cardistry Con. We did swap a few decks, but he gifted me, I think, 3 of these. The Black Diamond by the Jerry's Nugget Casino, or Silver Nugget, I'm sorry, in Las Vegas. They were gonna have an event with the Black Diamond deck, and however it did get canceled because of Corona. They went ahead and they just sold all the decks. I think the handle on these is beautiful. Very beautiful deck. It's really good for a practice deck, but like I said, the handle is beautiful. I'm pretty sure for a nice game of poker, Texas Hold'em or something, you could definitely use this deck. So this one is sealed, by the way, so I am going to keep this one sealed. So pretty cool. Thank you, Steve, for that. The next one I want to talk about is one that was pretty hyped up. This one actually, I think they gave us these in the goodie bag. So it's pretty weird that they gave us these in the goodie bag, but these are the Hollow First by Chris Ramsey. I did get them signed by my friend Chris MD Magic. So shout out to Chris. But yeah, these are pretty cool. I mean, I really don't see the hype behind these, to be honest, just because the box has like a hollow section to it, but the face are standard. The Ace of Spades has a little hollow, but everything else is standard. Nothing too special. I have no first decks, honestly. I've been out of cardistry for so long. Like I said about Fontaine, I'm not really familiar with Fontaine as much as I am with Dan and Dave and Smoke and Mirror. Same thing goes with Chris Ramsey. I've seen a lot of his videos. Very awesome guy. I love his puzzle collection. In terms of playing card, the first decks are something that I'm really not familiar with. I have seen the ones that have like the palm trees on them. I think those are pretty sick. I just like cards with a lot of detail, artist colorways, artist designs, and I just like customized court cards, of course. So that's just the type of decks that I like. Now moving on, I did get this one, Inception. I have seen a lot of people with this deck. This one I think was in the goodie bag as well. And yeah, this is the Inception. Very cool. I know I have seen a video of a lot of people or some people talking about how it has hidden little messages and hidden designs in the back. So I think that was pretty neat. Inception. The next one that I want to talk about is the Danger High Voltage. This is by Harapon's wife, the Card Carpenter on Instagram. Very dope deck. I have not opened it. I think I'm just gonna cherish this deck, honestly. Harapon and his wife are very nice people. And speaking of Harapon, he did give me this Newton. So the story behind this Isaac Newton deck, so I did buy this deck off of him as when he was at Cardistry Con as a vendor. I bought one because I love the back of this deck. I don't know what happened, but I bought it, and I think Dan Buck was next to me. So I had him sign my cut deck, and in that time being, I had this deck in my hand. So I think I left it on the table, and you know, I walked away. Yeah, you know, I walked away, I went somewhere else, and sure enough, I think someone picked it up, someone took it, or I think he got it back. Long story short, I did tell him, I mentioned it to him, and I was like, hey man, you know, I did buy a deck from you. I told him, I was like, you know what, I did lose the deck, I don't know what happened to it, but I am going to buy another one off of you. He goes, oh, you don't have to, man, honestly. I could just give you one. I was like, really? He's like, yeah. I wish I could have had him sign it, him and his wife. I really regret it. Harapon, if you're watching this, I do want you to sign these. I will honestly even ship them to you, that way you can sign them for me. But Harapon and his wife, very sweet. They love my girlfriend too. But yeah, thank y'all so much for everything, guys. Thank you, Harapon, for this deck. So if y'all haven't seen it, Isaac Newton deck by Harapon. This deck, I think it's a set, so you do have to buy a certain set, but he was selling them single at Cardistry Cons. That's Harapon and his wife. The next one that I want to talk about is shout out to Chad Nelson. I did buy one of these off of him. He gifted me one, so I did open one, and I have one open. It's in my backpack. I do travel with that deck. I just love the back design. It's just so snappy, and I just love to practice with that deck. So shout out to Chad Nelson. Like I said, he did give me one, so I do have this one sealed. I should have had him sign one, but I didn't. So he did sign my trilogy. So I took my Jenny magazines and I got them signed. The other ones that I did get signed were my trilogy, my paper cuts, and I'll show you real quick. So I did get my DVD signed at Cardistry Con as well. Yeah, so I got Chris Korn, Chris Kenner, Brad Fulton, and Dan and Dave to sign this one. I got Chris Kenner, Dan and Dave to sign paper cuts. Well, Chris Kenner signed every single one. Dan and Dave as well. Got Quantum Mechanics. And of course I did get Kevin Ho, Dan and Dave, Brad Fulton, Chris Kenner, and Chad Nelson to sign my trilogy. So I thought that was pretty cool. I was very excited to even show them this. Not a lot of people know what this is, honestly, and I do want to show it to y'all, that way you are familiar with it. This is the trilogy. This is what Dan and Dave released. I'm not gonna say first released. This is when they released, when they were really at their prime. What they first released was right here. This is the system DVD. To find these is pretty hard. I would honestly recommend eBay. eBay is the place where they have all this. That was all the stuff I got signed. I did get my Jenny Mag signed, but I do have them up there displayed, so I really don't want to take them down. I did get the swag bag as well. This is the swag bag that they gave us. I'm gonna show y'all, that way you are really familiar. So these are all the pins we got. I don't know what we got. And then at the end of Cardistry Con, we did throw the decks in the air. So they did give us a few free decks. Shout out to Harapon. We did help him put the decks all together, and I did get this one. I'll show you real quick. Let's see if I can reach for it. Not dropping anything. Oh no! I was gonna drop it. Okay, that's good. So I got this deck for free. Shout out to Harapon again. This deck actually, I actually had my eye on this deck for a minute. Someone had just opened it and they just threw it in the air. So I don't know whose deck this was, but if this was your deck, comment down below, guys, because I would really want to know. That's pretty cool. And then all the stickers we got some Dan and Dave Smoke and Mirror stickers, of course some Art of Play stickers, got a whole bunch of stuff, X decks, some more Art of Play, got a discount that is already expired. It expired this month, the 3rd. Art of Play, got a little token for SoCal. Oh yeah, that was a SoCal coupon as well, so it is already gone. So Got this cool little sticker. I'm just finding new stuff now. Cardistry Con sticker. Got this cool X-Deck business card. Shout out to X-Decks. More Dan and Dave stickers. I got a whole bunch of these. Some Cardistry Con stickers. Another SoCal. Card Play. What else? More Cardistry Con. Art of Play, Cardistry Con, SoCal, and yeah, and then an X-Deck little keychain type thing. So I thought that was pretty cool. They gave us so many stickers. I did use a lot though, and I gave some away too. So, but yeah, shout out to everyone, all the sponsors, all the people that I met. You know, Cardistry Con was such a good experience. I love it. I can't wait. You know, I really wish they kept it more in the States, but of course, you know, they have to do their own thing. They have to travel. I did want to make this into one video. I was gonna make 2 separate videos. I did purchase a certain deck, and I really, well, actually, I have been just dying to open it, but I did not want to open it just to open it and look at it. I wanted y'all to experience it with me. So let's open this deck. So this is the deck that I do want to show y'all. You can't really see it right now, but when I take the wrapper off, you can see it more. This is the NPCCD by Seasons Playing Cards. This one in particular, it's called the Death. There is the Death, Disaster. I really can't think off the top of my head, but I will put it all right here. By the time I will look it up, and let's get right into this review. So let's get right into this review, guys. So get my little handy dandy knife. And there is no other way around to open this deck. I know it just comes with like a regular tab somewhere. I mean, the way it opens is just insane. So I will open it right here for y'all. Right here. So it does come with this little tab like this. And you just pop it out. Oh, it's the first time opening this deck, guys, so wish me luck. So this doesn't open like your standard deck. I am gonna have to take this plastic off, but I will put this plastic on. I do always keep the plastic on my deck, so I'm just weird like that. So as you can see right here, you see this little pit right here. So this right here is the way you open it. I just want you to see like the detail on this deck. I'm gonna do a close-up real quick, that way I can actually see. So you have to tear it right in the middle. So I'm just gonna do just that. That way I won't take the aesthetic of the deck away. So here it goes, guys. Tear it right down the middle. Makes me cringe. Paid so much for this deck. Alright, just like that. Finally got it open. So as you can see, it is a trifold. So the whole inside is all marble. It has like a marble type design in it. I don't know if you can see that. Very nice. Just like that. And then you have beautiful design right here. So it's like Greek mythology, and then on the side, look at that. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. Yeah, on the other side as well. And all this is all embroidery, so it has texture to it. So it's not just a print on the picture. So now to the deck, as you can see the back design of the deck, very beautiful. Now to take the cards out, you have to literally just drop them out. That is pretty interesting. I have never seen this before, but I will elaborate more on it. As you can see, the inside of the box, very beautiful. I will do a close-up on this, that way y'all can actually see it. I guess that's supposed to be death in the bottom, and it says death underneath. So that is the box. For the cards, you have this beautiful foil type colorway. As you can see, oh my gosh, look at that. Beautiful. Yeah, guys, this is worth every single penny, honestly. Beautiful. Now for the face cards, oh my. Got the 2 jokers, very intricate work. I will flip it this way, that way I could see. Pandora right here, Queen of Hearts. You got the 1 of Spade and that beautiful gold foil. 2 of Spade, all the way. You got that beautiful Jack of Spade, the Queen of Spade, the King. That's definitely Zeus. So that's definitely has to be Zeus with the lightning bolt. I don't know who this one is. I think this is Pandora. So this is Pandora, and it's Pandora's box. And I think this is, I forgot who this mythical guy is, but that's one of the Greek gods. You got the 1 of diamonds, 2 of diamonds, 3 diamonds, and that beautiful red foil. You got that beautiful Jack of diamonds, Queen of diamonds, the King of diamonds, King of clubs, Queen of clubs. That's Atlas, the one that has to carry the world, that was punished by the gods, and he has to hold up the world. 10 of clubs, 9 of clubs, all in that gold foil. Got that beautiful King of hearts, Jack of hearts, and of course you got the Queen of hearts right here. That's funny how they put it in the front of the deck. And then you got the 10 of hearts, 9 of hearts, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then if you really see closely, you can actually see this is all black marble. So it's like a smoky gray type, but it's more like a marble design. And it goes all throughout the cards. And of course the back. So let's do a close-up on this deck. That way y'all can see the detail of this card. I will do a close-up on the box as well. So let's get right into it. So you can see the box. Got this beautiful trifold. That beautiful design. It's like a silver design right here. Beautiful, beautiful. You got this one right here. Look at that. Wow. Then you have on the other side. Oh, I didn't want to open this deck, honestly. This is 37 out of 666. So, on the inside, you have that beautiful marble laid all around the inside of the box. The 360. On the inside, you see death with the back of the back design of the cards. So beautiful, honestly, guys. I can't wait for Seasons Playing Cards to do something like this again. Really, really. The ones that were really beautiful also are the Unbroken. I don't know if y'all have heard of the Unbroken as well, but so then for the deck, you have this beautiful, beautiful. I guess these are the Jokers. But look at that vibrant color. Beautiful, beautiful. I want to show you the backs before I show you the faces. Look at that, guys. Wow. And with the fan. Oh my gosh. So yeah, you have the beautiful Jokers right here. The eagle. I guess this is backwards like that. So I guess they're getting eaten by a snake. And then you got the 1 of spade. 2 all the way to the 10 with that beautiful foil color. So you can see that beautiful shine. We got the Jack of spades. Beautiful, beautiful. Queen of spades. King of spades. That was Zeus right there. You got the red foil right here. Beautiful color. Jack of diamonds. Look at that. Look at that detail. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. Atlas. Oh my gosh. These cards are beautiful, guys. King of hearts. Queen of hearts. You got the Jack of hearts. The 10 of hearts. Really beautiful design. I love that shininess to it. And like I said, it does have like a marble colorway, kind of like the inside of the box. This is the NPCCD Hindsight 2020. Honestly, these cards are a 10 out of 10. I will recommend these cards to any collector. If you want to have something that is just breathtaking, do yourself a favor and buy yourself one of these, honestly. I guarantee you would like this deck, honestly. I would guarantee anybody that would like this, because I mean, this is just such a beautiful deck. The whole entire artwork of the deck, from the box to the cards to the back, every single thing is just very, very well thought out. Shout out to Seasons Playing Cards, man, because they just kill it all the time. Like, this doesn't even look like a card. It looks like I'm holding like a little picture frame or something, you know. And this is the Hindsight 2020. Beautiful, beautiful cards. Like I said, I do recommend this to any card collector. If you are interested in this deck, I highly recommend eBay. That's probably the only place you're gonna find them, honestly, unless you know somebody with you know, the whole set or one of these. You know, of course you can get your hands on it, but me personally, I would recommend eBay. So yeah, guys, that was the cards close up. But yeah guys, hopefully y'all guys enjoyed. This was just something that I wanted to throw in the video of the Cardistry Con haul. I was gonna make a whole entire video, you know, but I felt like, you know, combining them would just be cool. I haven't done a review in a few months, so. And I just wanted to say, you know, thank y'all to everyone that I met at Cardistry Con. Thank you to all the guys, you know, Dan and Gabe, just everyone in general. I just wish that Cardistry Con lasted longer. I wish it was a week-long event. My girlfriend loved it. I loved it. I had such an amazing time. But yeah guys, hopefully y'all guys enjoyed this video. I just really wanted to elaborate on everything I got at Cardistry Con. Oh, and one more thing that I do want to talk about. This is something that I've been working on. I do want to have an event here in Texas, but it is something that I really do want to expand and soon evolve. So I do want to start off small, of course, rent a little venue, you know, get some catering, get some food, and of course just invite anyone that either collects cards, does cardistry, and you know, you can bring your cards, bring your collection, you can buy, sell, trade, you know, rent out tables, stuff like that. I just really want Texas to have its own thing and hopefully evolve to something as like a trade show, something like the gun show where it's like a every other month type thing, or like not every other month but more like 3 or twice a year, stuff like that. But I feel like people would enjoy it, and I would definitely pay big money to, you know, host an event just for y'all. So hopefully y'all guys enjoyed, guys. I will furthermore update y'all on that topic. But yeah, hopefully y'all guys enjoyed. This is JGP Cardistry. We are out. Peace.